Okay, I think we're up. All right. This is just gonna be an analysis on one of my spice sets versus Kevbot from last week. Mainly just seeing what I can do better on box and see where we can go from here. All right, let's get into it. I have 5 things written down. That would be can I see my cursor? There it is. That would be where is DI up okay? How do I handle being hard versus Fox? Where and how can I utilize my box defense? How can I handle fast Fox pressure? And where can I utilize modifier movement? Kind of similar to last time, but pretty much what I want to work on, or at least the vision of this, is just like, again, what can I polish up and do differently? I'm realizing the value of DIing up on box, and also realizing how good, what is it? Also realizing how good, just like box defense is as a whole, because what is it? Box defense has so much mileage, and it's just something I haven't really explored too much yet. And I think that could be something that could be very useful down the line. So let's dive right into it. Game 1, Dreamland. Okay, pretty standard neutral. Okay. I think Dreamland's not the worst pick that you can take Fox 2 to start out. So I actually don't mind that pick. Like, ideally either Battlefield or Dreamland. That's kind of my preferred condition for a game 1. So this is pretty ideal. Okay, so standard dash chances, good, tight. So I do how many here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. He undershoots and shines. Okay. Keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Already noticing one big thing. So, on a neutral perspective, Kevbot has represented that he will whiff it. He'll either whiff an aerial and then dash in, or throw on another aerial, or he'll represent shine. He's represented at least 3 of those options thus far in some capacity. This all right here, I can probably just work on defensively. Just remembering to DI left, or just smash DI in general. That's something I'm not very good at yet on this thing, is that defensive DI and stuff like that is a bit of a struggle. I have like some high points on what to do in these sort of given situations, but not fully yet. Also not utilizing pivot shield. Jab probably likely a misinput. It's an easy punish. Even though I whiff this, this is just another reminder to just hold down. I need to hold down. Just hold down after whiff. I'm writing this down on a piece of paper in case anyone is curious. But like, if I hold down after whiff, it leaves to less. Because if I hold down after whiff, it prevents a situation to where I just get opened up like this with like a big fat aerial, like a neutral air. Because like it's just something like, it's just like basic stuff that I'm just not versed in yet. Because like, I mean, I eat this entirely. Like, I'm actionable even after the jab here. I can even shield this. Like, just my auto should be whiff and hold down. Like, I never really got that in my system when it was on controller. And I think that can be really useful. Auto to holding down after whiffing a move. Because then it prevents any more, like, just additional damage that could be tacked on. Because I'm at the percent where it doesn't knock down. Like, I can easily just tank this and CC grab it. 2, 3. Nice, good grab. That's okay. I could probably be somewhere where I can probably just polish up a bit more. Like, a little thing like this, just I can just polish up. Like, I've done like the wave dashes like in practice, where I grab and I down throw them. So hey, I'm gonna show just like a visual right here. So I get the grab. I've been getting better at this sort of without throwing my opponent, but I think I'm at a point where I can probably start just down throwing a Fox-Boxx and just seeing like. Get used to the rhythm and get used to the muscle memory, because it's different when you're just doing dash wave dash with or without the modifier, and like acting out of it quickly when you aren't throwing an opponent, as to where when you do throw an opponent you have to factor in, you know, weight, the tech rhythm or pattern of your opponent, and so on and so forth. So in this case, practice. We'll put this one just called practice RTC reps. Because I guarantee you with time, like, this can become more natural. And right now, it's just not in my muscle memory yet. Like, this straight up right here. Same with the JC. Like, I barely get JC grabs. I definitely need to work on that. Okay, got hit. Similar thing here. I think... I don't know if this is a thing on box, but like sometimes you get like this very slight walk. I think it may be just me holding down on a modifier or something like that is what triggers that. So let's see what happens. I get hit. Because I see this a few times. Yeah, okay, so that's happened a few times. I don't know if it's some SOCD type of stuff or something else that could entail it. But I'll get like a slight walk. It may be just me hitting the button too early to where I just don't get my dash. And that's probably why, because I'm still in lag. So that would make sense. But similar sort of thing. I dash back and I just, again, not holding down. I just got to remember to hold down on whether it's hold down on the C button or hold down on, instead of the gray stick, the gray button. That's what I'll call it. Okay, how did Kevin get this shine? Okay, aerial after shine. Okay, so that's 2 times now I've gotten hit after that. So that is a trend. Aerial. Shine is a trend for Kevbot. It's twice now it's done that, and I think on both times, let's see. On both times did I attempt grabbing. Because I attempted to grab the first one. Dash dancing around. I was just kind of in Kevin's grill there. Okay. But still, the trend's the same. After hit, so right here. This is a bit of a risky... This is a really risky nair. Like, there's not really... Like... So... I get shine. Did we jump at the same time afterwards in this interaction? So, I'm hit. Got some frames. Let's see. I'm actionable right here. I'm already dashing in. I commit immediately to jump, but this is like frame disadvantage 101. Like, Kevin is just gonna wait this out. He jumps around the same time as me, but point's still the same. Like, after an initial hit, you don't need to respond back right away. I don't need to respond back right away because Fox has much quicker aerials than me, like much better frame advantage because of his quicker moves. And I think just in this situation, just wait. Just wait. Maybe dash dance. Maybe do a butt stomp, like a fading away butt stomp. Maybe like farther along over here, because in this case, you can maybe bait out the nair in this scenario, or even throw out the back air to stuff them, or potentially throw in the trade. So like after initial hit, don't always respond right away. Because, like, if they know I'm responding right away, they're either going to wait that out because they know they're waiting for me to... they're either going to wait it out because they, Falcons and Lygon's aerials are pretty slow. They can run up shield it, they can pivot shield it, or they can throw out, like, a quicker aerial, like a quicker move, in this case, Fox's nair, to just beat mine out. So, like, in overall, this is a disadvantage for Falcon here. And I think just long term, if I wait this out and just wait patiently enough, then the game will start to open up to where maybe like they'll do maybe like another dash chance, like maybe like here and then do something, or they stay grounded and I can open up the game for me to grab them, and so on and so forth. Because if I just do a preemptive nair like this, it may catch the scrubs. It may catch the scrubs or the people that are kind of bad at doing those early response aerials, which I will say to some degree, I definitely got away with that a lot versus players worse than me, especially when coming up. But the better you get, that shit just doesn't fly. It just doesn't fly versus those types of players. Again, I'm just rushing in. There's a hold down. This right here is what I need to do. I need to do more of this. This is so good. Even at this high percent, it's so good. He's in lag here. Oh, I could just JC grab this immediately. Probably. Oh. Let me look at the frame data real quick. I'm gonna pull up another page on the monitor. This actually is like... I'm actually curious here. So, grab comes out what frame? It comes out frame 6. So, let's keep this in mind here. So, I eat the hit. Alright, so... we're thinking frame perfect here. So if we factor in the jump, cancel, grab, that's like between 6 to that's at the very most 10 frames. So we're gonna count this real quick. So I'm actionable right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can do... That's grabbable. That is easily grabbable. That's... Oh man, if I get that really opens up the stocks. Like, the frame window on this is so lenient. So, that is so important to keep on. I need to get this down. I need to just get it beat in my head. Just hold the fuck down. Because man, if I hold the fuck down, look how much this opens up. Like, if you're telling me that, like, I have, like, a good 3 to 4 frame window on this, maybe more, because I committed to shield here. That's, like, actually insane. Yeah, like, he dashes in. Oh my god, I have actually so much time. Yeah, I'm mad. Again. Yep. Was I on lag here? Let's see. Did I just land? Yep. Again, just hold down. I think that's the big story. Okay, what did Kevin do again on the shine? Same thing as before? With aerial into shine. Okay. That is the trend. Okay, he's always teching in. However, again, I need to just, like, again, I think with time, this will get better. Because, like, I'm falling back into some of the habits I had, maybe, like, a 2019 me, where I just need to be patient. Like, don't always opt for the tech in place. I think that's a good beginner habit to go for, or, like, beginner thing to go for when you get a ton of reward. But, like, the better you get, people aren't going to give you this sort of opening very easily where they just tech in place. Like, they're gonna tech away, they're gonna tech roll in, and that's sort of like the opening, like, the dynamic opens up here. And when this sort of dynamic opens up, that's when, like, people's, like, RTC games get more tested, because they don't always solely get this off the grab. Because a lot of times at beginner level, they pretty much only know how to grab to start the tech chase. But the better you get, they can get this off a stomp to grab, a nair into grab, up air into grab. So, like, this sort of thing opens up. Like, this is definitely a scenario where if I just dash back here, I can get the reaction tech chase, and that can lead to, I don't know, me up throwing them to platform, and I start something there. Up throw, regrabbing shenanigans, like up throw, regrab into forward smash, down throwing them, so on and so forth. So actually, that could be something good to write down, because it is a habit that I still have to this day, box or not. So after initial hit, try to transition to RTC. We just call that one RTC transition. Hit. To an RTC. Because, like, anybody can get a grab and start it, but the fashion of how to get the grab can be just as hard. Because I've seen Space Pigeon. Space Pigeon is really good at doing this, where they go into, they'll get an aerial, and what they'll do afterwards, they will take note where they are on stage, and then RTC afterwards. Wizzy does this. In fact, most top Falcons that choose the tech chase are pretty good at this method. So Just like a small thing like this. Because, like, if I get a nair knee like this, I mean, yeah, it may. Like, at this percent, it may kill, but there is the possibility that they survive. Whereas, like, the threat factor here just ramps up a fuck ton. And plus, it's another option to add to their arsenal. So, I can keep that in mind. Classic, the knee still works. Die attach chances, this is good, this is good. Kevin, what did he do here? He dashes back this time, the mix up. Also, really good. More smash DI like this. This is so good. I've done this on controller a few times, but on box I've noticed it's a lot easier. Even in the brief time I practice it. So, good to keep that in mind. So I get shine. Was it a true combo shine? I don't think so. No, it's not true combo at all. I think just remember to up the shield. Up the shield in this situation. Nice, better. Trying to force the grab. So again, I'm like 3-step into a dash chance and then grab. I have to mix it up. I'm like always trying to grab here, which I mean it's fine, it's okay to go for, but it can't just be like the end all be all. Or at least like if I were to whiff the grab, again I have to be holding down. So it's like I have to add like some sort of threat factor, because if I'm just whiffing stuff and I don't show any sort of like line of defense, then I'm gonna get opened up every time, like regardless. Because like this isn't the worst. It isn't the worst grab in the world. Like yeah, Kevin dashed back, but I gotta be ready just to go on freaking CC this. Like let me check the Jam CC calculator real quick on this. Actually, I do have the page up, so we can be able to pull it up in just a sec. So on Fox neutral air here, on hard strong hit, with max CC, unstale, it's 83%. So I'm in the range. I'm in the range to where I can just hold down here. So I just like I just gotta get that into my muscle memory, because like if I whip stuff, like if I'm whipping stuff like this, I need to have a line of defense. Dash chance. Okay, that's an actual full hop. Did I jump? What did I do to jump into this one? Right. Yeah. So the 3-step dash chance is predictable. It's a little too predictable on that front. Like I have to take note of Kevin, just like, because he's just throwing out moves and dashing back. Like he's rep shine a few times, but if I'm constantly jumping into it, then it's gonna get opened up each time. So don't always 3-step dash dance into aerial / grab versus Kevin. Mix it up. Because if I'm constantly going for this 3-step, if I'm constantly going for this 3-step dash dance into grab sort of thing, I'm just writing it down real quick. If I constantly opt for that, it's just gonna get snuffed out. I have to change the timing. I have to do it immediately, or wait a little bit longer, or maybe try throwing a run-up shield. I haven't done a run-up shield actually, like, yet in this scenario, because let's see here. Kevin's throwing out aerials, so aerial Aerial dash back. Aerial dash back. Aerial dash back. Aerial dash back. Aerial dash in. And then rinse repeat. So he did aerial dash back almost every time this stock. Almost every time. And it did one aerial dash in once, which was aerial dash into aerial. So the trend is kind of the same. Like, maybe throwing a run-up shield to fuck up the timing a little bit on his end. Because if he's constantly, like, in that sort of rhythm, you can't just, like... at that point, he has me on a string. And he wants me to throw out these kinds of grabs. Because like, in this case, so we're going to see the whiff grab coming up here. Yeah, he's, like, waiting for it. And let's see how many times I whiff on the grab here. So I do it once and I whiff. That's 2. That's 3. Oops. That's 4. That's 4, potentially maybe 5 ones on that entire interaction where he dashed back and I went for the grab. So don't bite on aerial dash back. On aerial dash back. Because I really am just biting every time. And every time I've bitten, I've lost or gotten punished heavily for it. How do I get this drill? Is this another aerial dashback? It's just a dashback in general, but still similar concept applies. Bad roll. Bad roll, bad roll, bad roll. The DI was much better here, though. Right here. Much better. Much, much better. Before, I'd just be DIing, like, straight in this sort of capacity, so much better. Good tech away. Just gotta see, look at where my opponent is at here. Like, what is the threat range here? So, Kevin's threat range here, I mean, he can throw out a tilt to kind of command the space and see what my response is. He can dash in to close in the space or apply heavy pressure. He can throw out maybe a nair or a back air in place to, again, still command space, but also nullify any, like, quick aerial openings. He can throw out maybe even, like, a 4 tilt to stuff it. He can throw out, like, a down tilt, maybe if he's holding down, trying to CC my nair. Like, he can do a lot in this sort of scenario. Hell, even up smash is not even a bad option here. So I do roll instead. Bad decision all around. Like, not a good decision, especially given the space I have. Like, in this situation, I mean, I can full hop over. I can full hop over to get out of this scenario entirely. I can go back to ledge if necessary. I can even hold shield and let him, like, push me off to let me grab the ledge. It's like, there's just a lot. There is actually, surprisingly, a lot of options I can do out of this sort of scenario. Like, this is definitely sort of like a panic roll in this case. And just something that I should just slow down, keep in mind, take note of where Fox is at on stage, and go from there. Observe where Fox is, what are his advantage tools. Nair / bear in place CC shine / down tilt shield pressure dash dance depending on space and up tilt. Those are generally kind of the ones to keep in mind in this sort of scenario, because like he also can just like dash dance around like this to really toy with it. He kind of just sat there and waited, but like there's a ton of other varieties that you can do. Like you just standing there is not bad. Definitely on the back foot in this sort of scenario here. I'm kind of just on the run now. Not really ledge refreshing either. That's like another thing. I'm kind of just getting up immediately. DI up is good. This is all fine. Falcon kick. Actually a pretty good recovery. Again. Did he dash back? Oh, he overshot. Okay, I'm just fishing for it. Like plain simple. I'm just fishing for it. I'm looking for something. Could have held down on that. Little bit of slop. Like now I feel like I'm getting a little just like outclassed. Not really taking on where Kevin is. Like I land. Did I jump here? Hoping I didn't. I dash back. Again, still same thing. Just not holding down. Not holding down. I think that's going to be number one. That's going to be pointed out. Like again, let's see. So I get hit here. Oops. I land. Yep, again, not holding down. I wait this time, so that's much better. Even though Kevin held it or shielded right after, this is still really good. That brief wait actually makes a big difference. I'll just write, how do you respond? And then we'll list like what we can do, because like it's actually really good. Like right here, so this sort of wait, like I mean I can wait this out, like in this case when they're up tilting, how do you respond? And then I can write tip nair / knee trade up tilt. I can down tilt the bear / nair options. Reset to ledge to disengage. Shield to respect disadvantage. I can even throw in the side B mix-up as like a nasty surprise. It's a bit risky, but if you factor into risk reward, like I can still do side B here, even that could be fine. Roll if they commit in. What else? What else can they do? Can I do here? Full hop out and wait. Like, there's actually a ton that I can do out of this scenario. Like, this snare actually wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst snare, but the waiting itself was really good. Guarantee you probably, if I like space this to where like the tip of my feet, like clip Fox right here with the tip of my feet here, it probably can make a really big difference. Like tip nair is actually quite underrated in this matchup in general, and it can lead to a lot of pretty solid rewards as a whole, so probably important to keep that in mind. Yeah, questionable nair there. That's the end of game one. Honestly, not too bad. Like, not the worst thing. Game two. Battlefield. Okay, held on there. That's better. Okay. Aerial dashback, but I throw out an aerial instead of my own as a counterplay. Not the best option. I like the DI up. Not really doing ledge refreshes here. Good stomp. Really good DI, actually. This is really good DI. There's nothing they can do to get off of that. This is kind of an instance where I need to let Fox, like, I can't play. Sometimes I won't always be able to play my type of rhythm versus Fox. I need to respect that. Like, this entire interaction here, like, I'm usually trying to do the preemptive aerial into getting them. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But, except that your preemptive game plan won't always work. That preemptive melee box Falcon analysis. I don't know what you're talking about, Wade. But except that preemptive aerials won't always command the flow. I can add that. I can't spell preemptive right now. It is a clean tag. It is really good. I like the GE tag. Preemptive aerials won't always command flow of. They won't always command the flow of play. Is note 7. Okay, note 7 is still working. Because, like, back to the analysis, basically. So, like, pretty much, I mean, I'm getting the hits, like, off of preemptive. But it's usually based off of if Kevin, like, jumps into them. Which, in short term, it seems like I'm calling him out. But in reality, I'm just throwing it out, praying to God that one of them hits. And that's not really a long-term solution for success. Like, I'm getting him there, and I think I get him later on, or I get him earlier. But if I just keep, like, throwing out, like, say, like, right here. If I just throw out something like this preemptively, Kevin's just going to wait it out. It kind of goes back to before where I talked about with waiting for Falcon's lag. When Falcon's in lag, he's easy to get punished. And it's either one or two things that Fox can do here. He can either beat out the Nair entirely before he even get it out with a quick move of his own, like a Nair of his own. He can either just tank the hit, like crouch canceling it. He's definitely in the percent where he can do it. He's at 0. Or he can do what he just did here, where he can just run up shine and do something like that. You know, I'm really proud of the DI I did right afterwards on that. That's actually pretty good DI. But it just goes back again. I can't, like, I can maybe throw out preemptive aerials sometimes to command the flow, but the better you get, it's just not going to work. Like, smart players like Kevin will call it out. Again, I don't think I'm holding down. Yep, not holding down. Down tilt, bat in there. That's a dunzo. Not the best DI, but again, I can work on DI up. Not assessing where Fox is at on here. Like, similar to being cornered, except I have way more stage to play around with here. But he does mix in the dash dance. This is the first time he's mixed in the dash dance here. Get caught rolling. So, again, how to handle... So, it goes back to my question of how to handle fast Fox pressure. Even if it's not even throwing out a move. The one thing I probably can just, like, keep in mind in general is just see where Fox is on stage. If I'll just write this down in my notebook. If Fox is zooming around with aerials and dash dances, assess where you and the opponent is at before committing. Because this is definitely a bit of a panic roll. Like, this is definitely a bit of a panic roll here of me just being like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. He's throwing out moves. He's really fast and stuff like that. Just like, because like Kevin is notorious for just waiting this out. Like, Kevin is very notorious where he would maybe do some sort of like quick, simple movements, like something like an aerial into a dash back or like an aerial into stand there, and see what you do afterwards. It's very, like, it may seem like very basic neutral, but it's super, super smart to just sit there and chill. Because it puts a mental stack on the opponent to see if they do something afterwards. I think I probably can get it. That's probably gotten Kevin a lot of mileage, especially in a lot of sets we played. Not good DI there. I'm just rushing in. Just rushing in. There's like no 3-step dash dance here. I'm not even trying to dash dance around. I'm just jumping around and throwing stuff. It's definitely like not the best tech skill or anything to that degree. Okay. Goes back to what I mentioned before about my dash back. The back air trading, so let's get another that works. Great stomp. This is all really good. Because, like, in the past, I would either just, like, dash dance around or try to preemptive it. This time, I wait, I believe. So let's see this. Yeah, I wait. Just ever so slightly. Like, he's already... We jump at the same time. But the reason this back air is good is considering the range it's at. Because if he's, like, slightly fading in, and even if I whiff the back air, it's still not the worst spot because it's a hard commitment to be able to punish me. He only can really punish me if he nares in place here with a down tilt to punish my lag, and it's, like, super precise to begin with. The threat range is there to where it can force a trade like it did, or need to win the exchange entirely. It's similar to the stomp sort of deal, so this is fine. Wait, and then stomp. Exactly like that. Wade, if you're still in chat, you could maybe help me with this. Like, I obviously don't know the percents yet, but I imagine just, like, again, just hold down. Like, even at this high percents, even if I don't even hit the Omsa tech or anything like that, like, hypothetically say I'm just outside of CC range, and I need to slap or Omsa tech, like, would that be my go-to in a lot of ways if you're still in chat? Because if I just because, like, at this high percent, if I just if I just whiff, or I can't even speak. If I have, like, this high percent, I get hit, I can probably just auto to just holding down on the box a lot of times instead of just, like, holding down the gray stick like I would on controller. Actually, pretty good movement with Kevin. Again, polish up here. Like, this is pretty much like I can't just be full hopping. Dash back. Okay, Kevin full hop this time. So let's see. That's an adjustment. Because, like, he whipped the aerial before. We jump on the same, basically the same frame. Okay, 1 frame difference. Okay, so it's still preemptive. But the full hop is a massive difference, because if he were to short hop, this probably loses out. This probably loses out because I covered this entire range here. Whereas if he full hops, there's way more control. Way more control, way more of advantage. I mean, the only sort of aerial I can do to maybe beat this would have been an up air or a back air. But lo and behold, this is the situation we're in. Good smash DI. Grab. Again, that's just the muscle memory thing. Not. Pretty much just not. I need to get this down, pretty much. We're not. I don't think I'm at the threshold yet where I can start, maybe start, like, hard grinding it or committing to this consistently. But just getting this down, the tech chasing back in my muscle memory. Because I have this down on controller, but I don't have it down on rectangle yet. This right here, okay. So I know this is a trend that I've done. I need to remember to not always throw myself off stage in this sort of scenario. Because, I mean, the less stage you have, the less options. Like, your options continually get cut off. So, right here. I think it's better even if I just shield. Maybe if I just shield, or I start to incorporate pivot shield, which I haven't really done pivots on rectangles yet. And that can be kind of hard because of the input. And I think this is a scenario where I can maybe, like, I can opt to use it. Because if I hypothetically turn myself around here, and if we think about this real quick, so I turn myself around. I don't know if it has the frame data for when the shields go up. I don't think it does. I think that's the frame of when a shield comes up. I actually don't know. I actually don't know the frames to when a shield comes up. I think it's like frame 1 or 2 or something. But pretty much, if I put up a pivot shield here, it disrupts his spacing, or I get a power shield, which can give me a much easier opening to grab. Or again, I just hold down. Because if I hold down here and say, like, I stop, then I just tank the hit. I tank the hit, and now I'm in, like, crouch cancel grab range, where instead of being in this corner right here, I'm somewhere close enough to about here. And at that scenario, he's grabbable 1,000%. Like, so actually I can write this down. When running away, consider holding down or pivot shield. Running away to, I don't like this. I need to find like a better way on OBS just to make this like more organized. I'm still like getting used to this. Like I don't really know what would be a better way. It's the first time I've like put like any sort of notes specifically on stream. So that is something I'm like not used to. So when running away to a corner, consider holding down or pivot shielding. I think that's pretty good description, and then I'll write this down in my notebook. When running away to corner, consider holding down or pivot shielding. Because my quickest move in this sort of scenario here, I had the frame data up. Actually, I probably can put this up on my other, right up here. So I guess it's like a reference. I mean, pivot jet would be insanely hard to do. I basically had to put in the turnaround animation and do something afterwards. Like, looking at all these frames, none of these would be able to beat it either. So, like, I pretty much have to opt to just pivot aerial in this sort of scenario. Because I get opened up really bad here. And even though, like, the rising back air, this isn't too bad. Like, straight up, this isn't, like, it's better against other options, but if they're just waiting for it to up tilt, you're probably going to lose. Almost 9 times out of 10. This is much better if they're, like, really, really overcommitting or, like, are in the air. That's maybe when it's a little bit better, because if they're at, like, a low percent like this, like Kevin is, he can just eat the hit with a crouch cancel. And then crouch canceling, I mean, you go absolutely nowhere with that. Like, I mean, I ate about, let's see, how much percent did I eat from this entirely? I ate about 50, I ate about 50% from that one interaction alone. Actually, this was interesting. I'm curious. Actually, no, never mind. That wasn't interesting. I thought there was a window where I can slide off up air. I jumped into it. Too preemptive. Again, I'm just like jumping into it. I hold down that time, which is better. Good roll. See, like here, this is a fine time to roll. It's much different as compared to when they're like here. That's much better. Again. Not holding down. Did I aerial instead here? I'm curious. Did I aerial this instead? I jumped, yeah. I wasn't even off the ground, but still. Messing around with my shielding. Have to remember to hold down here. It's just a small detail reminder. Hold down here. If I crouch cancel, I get the knee. Nice knee. I didn't ledge back air, and that's gonna cost me. That's a bad drop. And then again, very similar interaction. Seen this a lot this set. Where I am shielding, and where is Kevin on the stage? He's damn near dead center. He is damn near dead center. And when you're dead center like this, there's like not really any sort of threat, really. Like, he would have to hard commit to be any sort of threat here. So, again, it's just seeing where Kevin is and assessing the situation. Whoops, I clicked out of the window. I think that's like maybe one of the biggest things to take from that. Do I even have that? I know I have it in my notebook, but I could probably put it up here. So I have auto holding down, RTC, don't respond right away after a hit, after initial hit. Assess where your opponent is while cornered. Are they close or are they far away? That's like crucial information, honestly. All right, game 3 stadium. I'll write this down on my notebook. Game 3 stadium. I'll be completely honest, I actually don't I don't like doing analysis much. At least to me, I at least don't like doing analysis much these days, but I think it's a good discipline that I do now on Box, because this is going to help me out so much in the long run. I think it's going to help me out so much if I just get this discipline down. So let's see here. Yeah, I don't even know if that's even good DI. I think just because Kevin's drift that didn't get all the hits. I'm dash dancing around. This is progress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I get caught. That's okay. Did I try... What did he do after the shine? Did I try grabbing this? Wait, did this poke? Oh, you gotta be shitting me if this poked. If this actually poked my legs, that's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous if this poked. That may have actually just poked my legs. That's stupid. This game. I swear, this game sometimes. I think if I tilt the shield the opposite direction, if I tilt it here, this doesn't hit. Because I don't, from the looks of this, I don't think I acted out or anything like that. I don't think I did roll. Or I tried committing to an aerial. I think this straight up just poked the legs. Which is so funny. That's actually one of the funniest things I've seen in a hot minute in this game. That only worked because my legs were exposed there. That's hilarious. I caught my movement a little bit. I gotta grab somehow. 2. Oh, I messed up the timing. Blah. Okay. Wasn't the prettiest. Caught him jumping in with a knee. And I killed him. And it's because he was full hopping. And that was actually the main reason. Because of my up airs. I've been throwing them out throughout it. Throughout most of the match. But they finally came into play. It's like kind of hard to do it. And Kevin hasn't really repped full hop much this entire set. And so like the few times where he actually did do it, I kind of snuffed it out of him. And I just punched him for it. Boom, he's dead. Because Falcon up air is really good versus Fox, just in general. Like, this is, like, right here. So I get a knee. So, like, I mean, pretty much, like, in this entire scenario, like, if Fox tries to land anywhere on the platform and I'm just throwing out up airs, he's probably getting hit. In a similar sense, it can also be true even if he's, like, in this area, like, roughly in the center or whatever. Like Falcon up air is good, at, like, trading. It can be a pretty good trade tool as well based on percents, whereas in this short percent, if you were to trade, it's not the worst thing in the world, but certainly not the best thing to do. But you could get some mileage out of it. If the ratio is like maybe say like 20% me and say like 70 or 80% Fox, then it's a really big deal. So you have to always consider percents in mind in this situation. But this is overall like, this isn't too bad. Like, you could definitely get something out of this. Duh. And I punched him his tech. And it's the one time Kevin didn't tech. If Kevin tech there, then knowing him, because he's been tech rolling a lot, then that may have not been the stock. So, kind of goes back to what I mentioned prior, where I always try to punish the in-place option. Whereas, like, again, like, this is still fine, but the better players are, this won't work often. Okay. Dashing back, dashing back. Oh, did I hold down? Hang on. Did I hold down here? Was I wave dashing? What the hell was I doing? I was jumping. Okay, again. Kind of goes back. I probably was trying to do an aerial. I'm trying to preemptive everything. That's too much. Too much preemptive. Good slide off. Is he gonna branch where I can slide off up air here? He wasn't. Okay. I probably just need to refresh twice a bit more, because that's been kind of the trend of the set, is I try to get up immediately from ledge. I wouldn't even try to refresh or anything like that. That's probably something I can work on later on. Long term is like hack dashes and all that. But like right now, that can be like that's a lot to like consider. I probably want to consider that much later on. Good roll. There's the up airs. Oh, did I get tricked? How did I get turned around? Was I just tricked up on my movement there and tried to dash back? I think I was. I'll be honest, Wade. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, Wade, on how you can get Street Conf and stop asking you to play Lego Star Wars. Okay, here's my analysis here. You tell him you're not interested in playing Lego Star Wars right now. That is the analysis. That is the Nathan Sandwich analysis on how to tell someone to say I don't want to play Lego Star Wars right now. Because what have you done before? That's the real question, Wade. I hope it helps. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, I don't even know. I think I tried dashing react. That's why I got turned around. What was this type of error here? 1, 2, okay. Again, punish and lag. That's kind of... Wow, that's honestly... The more I'm really thinking about it, the entire set has been so predicated on me losing off of that. First time I threw out the side B, I no harm, no foul. Again, I mentioned this back a while back. There's that tech roll thing I mentioned. Again, there it is. We're seeing definitely just like a massive trend. I'm just getting hit by like everything, and I'm trying to rush in each time. I'm not assessing the situation. Like, this entire situation is just based off of me not opting to... God damn it, she... Tell him to submit to my will. Damn, I'm now stuck in a rock and a hard place. Do I listen to Shrikant or I listen to Wade? That's the true life dilemma. The question is, Shrikant, will you take a shot after every time you die in the pod racer level? That's the real question. Okay, so hang on, back to what I was saying. Again, so it's based off of the tech chase scenario. What I do afterwards here, so I get the neutral air, I miss, try opt for the knee. Did I afterwards? Kevin up tilts. What do I do after this up tilt? I dash chance around. I do 1, 2. Was I already in the air when this came out? I think I may have been. I'm not sure, but either way, same scenario applies. I'm either trying to opt to always knee the tech in place, or I'm trying to preemptive aerial. I think those are probably some of the biggest highlights to take from this entire set. Dash attack. Dash attack. What do I do after this dash attack? 1. Yeah, again, same thing. Dash chances are doing a little bit better. Caught up in movement. Get a knee. This is honestly kind of like garbage time desperation. Like, not too much to really say. Get an aerial. Was Kevin holding down here when I tried to opt to grab? He was not, but I think I was probably late. Good knee. 2. I tried to go for a third one, that's being a little greedy. And I missed a slap. So, I mean, it's pretty clear, honestly. Like, I don't think there's too much to really go over in regards to it, but we could probably break this down into a couple simple things in the analysis. And that would be, hang on, I have my notebook. I really should just turn on my webcam and just have my notebook down so you can just see my hand cam, just me writing shit down, even though I don't know if it's seeable or not. So Nathan versus Kevbot. Spice 12. Let's just put it down as a what we learned. What we learned. Auto to holding down after whiffing a move. Practice RTC reps. RTC after initial hit instead of autoing to knee. What else? What else? Preemptive. Aerials won't work if opponent is waiting. And there was another one. Yeah, don't buy. Don't buy and grab on aerial dash back or shine. And then the last one, hang on, I have OBS up on my other screen. The last one would be assess where your opponent is. I just realized I misspelled while there. I am fucking stupid. That's little details like that. I'm just like, man, I'm stupid. Wow. Cornered. Are they close or far away? And then the last one, don't respond right away after initially getting hit. Away after initially getting hit. And I mean, that's pretty much it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 notes there. I have 8 notes on here, but I think, because what am I missing here? Don't auto hold down, practice RTC reps. Enter initial hit, turn in during RTC, preemptive aerials. Oh yeah, hold down or pivot shield when, I knew I missed one, when running away. And that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. I may do like a little bit of just like tech skill practice afterwards if anyone's interested. But in terms of like the analysis portion, I may be done. I don't know how many people would want to stay tuned for that, but I'll probably cut the stream for now and practice just like on my own. But to anyone that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. It's mostly just me rambling on and talking about melee details, and I don't know how much people are interested in that, but hey, it's just me trying to learn thingies. But that should be it for now. Peace.